The hidden link between anxiety and money problems. Money is often called the root of all stress. But the connection between financial struggles and mental health is deeper than just stress over bills or debt. Anxiety and money problems exist in a complex, self-reinforcing cycle. One feeds the other, and without awareness, it can be nearly impossible to break free. Understanding this hidden link is critical for achieving both financial stability and emotional well-being. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The psychological impact of financial stress. Financial stress doesn't just affect your bank account, it affects your mind. Research shows that money-related stress is one of the leading causes of anxiety and depression worldwide. People with high financial stress often experience difficulty sleeping, constant worry about the future, irritability and mood swings, reduced cognitive function and decision-making. When anxiety takes over, rational thinking declines. Decisions become reactionary, paying late fees, overspending to cope with stress, or avoiding bills altogether. These behaviors, while understandable, often worsen the financial situation, creating a vicious cycle. How anxiety drives poor financial decisions. Anxiety changes the way we interact with money. The brain, under stress, prioritizes short-term comfort over long-term planning. This is why emotional spending is so common among anxious individuals. Buying something small can trigger a temporary dopamine hit, a brief reprieve from worry, but it doesn't solve underlying financial problems. Additionally, anxiety can lead to avoidance. Some people avoid looking at bank statements, ignore bills, or delay important financial decisions because the thought of handling them triggers fear. Ironically, avoidance often leads to larger problems, overdue bills, mounting debt, or missed opportunities to save and invest. In essence, anxiety doesn't just make financial problems feel worse, it actively contributes to creating new ones. The vicious cycle. Money problems fuel anxiety. Once financial stress is present, anxiety often intensifies. Constant worry about bills, debt, or job stability activates the brain's stress response. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises, which impairs memory and executive function. Simple decisions like choosing between saving and paying off debt suddenly feel overwhelming. This stress doesn't just affect mental health, it affects physical health too. Chronic financial anxiety is linked to headaches, digestive issues, high blood pressure, and even a weakened immune system. In other words, money problems aren't just stressful. They're a full-body problem that influences behavior and decision-making. Early warning signs of money-related anxiety. Recognizing money-related anxiety early is key to preventing it from worsening. Common signs include constant worry about bills, debt, or financial security, which can dominate thoughts throughout the day. Avoidance behaviors like delaying payments, ignoring bank accounts, or postponing financial decisions are also red flags. Emotional or impulsive spending. Shopping to relieve stress is another indicator. Physical and mental symptoms, such as insomnia, headaches, stomach issues, irritability, or persistent fatigue, often accompany financial anxiety. If these signs are present, it's a signal that your relationship with money is affecting your well-being and needs attention. Why traditional financial advice often fails. Traditional advice like create a budget or spend less than you earn is useful, but often insufficient for those experiencing anxiety. Why? Because anxiety isn't rational. Telling someone who feels panicked about money to just stick to a budget doesn't address the underlying emotional triggers that lead to avoidance or overspending. Financial education alone doesn't change behavior if anxiety is driving decision-making. For people trapped in this cycle, the missing piece is emotional and psychological support alongside financial strategy. The role of habits and environment. Anxiety amplifies bad financial habits. When stressed, humans naturally gravitate toward behaviors that offer immediate relief. Unfortunately, these behaviors like overspending or ignoring bills provide temporary comfort but create long-term problems. This is why environment and systems are so critical. Automatic transfers for bills and savings, separate accounts to prevent impulsive spending, and financial reminders can reduce the cognitive load and stress of managing money. By making the right choice the default, you reduce the influence of anxiety on financial behavior. Breaking the cycle. Practical strategies. Breaking the anxiety money cycle requires addressing both mental health and financial structure. Here are actionable strategies. Automate as much as possible. Set up automatic bill payments and automatic savings or investment contributions. This removes decision-making stress and prevents mistakes caused by forgetfulness or avoidance. Track, don't judge. Keep a simple record of spending and income. Avoid criticizing yourself for overspending. The goal is awareness, not guilt. Build a buffer. Even a small emergency fund creates psychological relief. Knowing you have a safety net reduces anxiety and prevents reactive decisions. Separate emotional spending. Identify triggers that lead to stress spending. Create rules, like a 24-hour wait before making non-essential purchases. Seek support. Therapy, financial coaching, or support groups can help address the emotional aspects of money. Professional guidance can reduce anxiety and improve decision-making. Practice mindfulness and stress reduction. Meditation, breathing exercises, and journaling reduce cortisol and improve clarity, helping you make better financial choices. The importance of long-term perspective. Anxiety often makes financial problems feel urgent and overwhelming. The key to escaping the cycle is adopting a long-term perspective. Wealth building doesn't happen overnight. It happens through consistent habits, automated systems, and disciplined decision-making. Instead of reacting to short-term fears, focus on designing a system that protects you from mistakes and makes progress inevitable. This reduces the emotional burden of money and allows you to think clearly. Over time, financial anxiety diminishes as control and predictability increase. Rewiring your relationship with money. Reframing money as a tool rather than a source of fear is essential. This requires two things: behavioral change, systems, automation, and rules that remove emotion from decision-making. Emotional change, awareness, acceptance, and techniques to manage stress and anxiety. By combining these approaches, you create an environment where money decisions are guided by logic and habit rather than fear. Over time, your financial health and mental health improve simultaneously. Common pitfalls to avoid. Even with the best intentions, people often fall into traps that worsen financial anxiety. Relying solely on willpower is risky, as it's easily depleted under stress. Ignoring emotions prevents meaningful behavioral change. Overcomplicating systems with rigid budgets or spreadsheets adds unnecessary stress. Comparing your finances to others fuels anxiety and distracts from personal goals. Avoiding these pitfalls keeps money management simple, sustainable, and less stressful, allowing both financial progress and emotional well-being to improve over time. When to seek professional help. Sometimes anxiety and money problems are intertwined with deeper mental health issues, like generalized anxiety disorder or depression. If financial stress leads to panic attacks, insomnia, or significant life disruption, professional help is essential. Financial advisors, therapists, or psychologists specializing in money-related anxiety can provide tools to break the cycle. Getting help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a step toward regaining control over both your finances and your life. The hidden opportunity. Here's the silver lining. Addressing anxiety can actually improve financial outcomes faster than budgeting alone. By reducing stress and creating systems that automate good behavior, you not only feel better, you make better choices, save more, and invest wisely. Breaking the cycle between anxiety and money turns a reactive approach into a proactive one. You're no longer at the mercy of fear, impulsivity, or avoidance. You're in control, consistently moving toward financial stability. Conclusion: the link between anxiety and money problems is powerful and often hidden. Anxiety drives poor decisions, avoidance, and reactive behavior, which worsen financial problems. Financial stress, in turn, heightens anxiety, creating a self-reinforcing loop. Traditional advice like budgeting and financial education is insufficient on its own. Breaking this cycle requires systems, automation, and environmental design, paired with strategies to manage stress and reframe your relationship with money. By addressing both the behavioral and emotional components, you can regain control, reduce anxiety, and build lasting financial health. True wealth begins not just with money, but with peace of mind. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.